Have I been conned by someone in business?
Time I almost gave up. What's your name and what do you do?
Hi guys, my name's Big Migs from BiggyTravels. My real name's Miguel, obviously. But what I do is I'm a creative, so I work with Filipino content. And at the moment, I'm starting a YouTube channel. Actually, I've started a YouTube channel for now 1 year, and we've built it up to 15,700 subscribers as of today.
So tell me about the first time you ever tried to start a business.
I've always been entrepreneurial. I always had a kind of mindset. But this business that I was trying to start with BiggyTravels, fundamentally, like the first thing I wanted to do is take 18 to 35-year-olds on like kind of like island tours of Philippines. So I wanted them to experience our culture, our foods, and our beautiful beaches, beautiful places to go.
So you're from Philippines?
Yeah, I'm half Filipino.
Can you say something in Filipino to the camera?
Mahal kita, I love you.
What was the first thing you ever tried to sell?
Do you know when you're multi-packing and you're trying to sell chocolates and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I saw people doing that, and then I tried to do it, and they just robbed all my sweets, boy. They were gone. You went to PE, look in your bag, the chocolates are gone, so what can you do?
So that business didn't last very long.
It flopped, man. My stock was gone.
What did you want to be when you were a kid?
When I was really young, I wanted to do something in like some sort of action hero. I wanted to be like in the army, a soldier, policeman, stuff like that. But as I've grown older, it's like constantly changing and shifting.
So tell me your proudest moment as an entrepreneur, as a business person.
I remember doing my first video for YouTube, and literally I thought, this video is gonna bang. Like Jollibee's just opened up in London, in Earl's Court, and I thought to myself, I need to cover this. So I went out there, and even a small success, like the line was like 3,000 people long or 4,000 people long, and they were selling tickets. They were like ticketing, so you had to get a ticket in order to go and buy some chicken. So it was crazy. I thought, how am I gonna get in here? How am I gonna vlog? How am I gonna create the video? The line was already finished and they stopped giving out the tickets. So what I did was, I had a little kind of press badge on. So I just put on like a Big Migs BiggyTravels kind of fake press badge, and I walked past the bouncer and security. They grabbed me, boom. And then the manager came out and I was like, what are you doing? I'm press. Can you not see? Big Migs BiggyTravels. Let me straight in, started vlogging. So it's all the small successes, like being able to do videos. I love growth and seeing numbers and views, so I celebrate every day, really.
What would you say is your strongest character trait?
I'm constantly hungry for growth, so maybe resilience. So when I get knockbacks, oh my gosh, I'm always interviewing people in the streets, so I'm doing like Filipino kind of content. Some people, they really dislike it, and some people kind of like don't want to be interviewed or kind of give me negativity, but I just keep going. And I think I kind of learned that from like being almost like sales and marketing in, charity, those annoying charity people on the street. I've done that, and I've done that door to door, and it gave me a trait of like resilience. And I think it's also something that lots of Filipinos possess, because when you're in Philippines and they go through so many hardships, like some Filipinos every year, they lose their house to floods, they lose their belongings, they lose loved ones to like natural disasters. And it's something we have. We can be happy even when everything around us isn't so good,
Would you say that you dealt with a lot of rejection because of that process?
Oh man, I've dealt with so much rejection. But the great thing about it is I have a really short-term memory, so I just forget it. If someone rejects me, I'm like, oh well, next person, come on, let's go.
Yeah. What's the most difficult rejection you've ever dealt with?
I've been through a lot. I went to chase my dream before as well. Another dream I had was to be a professional footballer. And when I was there in Philippines, when I was about 19 years old, I got offered a contract. And I decided not to take it with the advice of my mum, because it's like £100 a month. And although I'll be on TV, I won't be earning and I won't be able to survive on £100 a month. So like my mum told me, come home, finish university. Then I went back there and I thought I was still good. But when I was trying out for teams then, when I came back, it was like, I'm not good enough anymore. The level's gone so high. But also when I went for auditions, I went for TV auditions in Philippines. I was part of a big modeling group, Pinoy Big Brother. I was there with all the stars. Kim Domingo was in my batch, Jumpstart. And I went there. And then when I got to like the round of Big Brother, the first auditions and that, they were just like, oh, this guy, he's a bit, I was playing football. They were like, oh, he's a bit too brown. So he's not like our kind of handsomeness in Philippines. So yeah, I've dealt with so many rejections. I went to, or even auditions for TV, and I was just like, sorry, you didn't get the part. So this is kind of the great thing about BiggyTravels. And I advise everybody out there to kind of create your own kind of audience. Because when people reject you and you're not good for mainstream films, you're not good for this audition, or you're not good enough for this TV advert, if you have your own audience and your own audience loves you and they're willing to support you and engage with what you have, no one can tell you no.
What's the most money you've ever lost or made in a single day?
So Sam was teaching me about stocks, yeah? And I was doing really well. I was doing really well with Sam's advice. I had Facebook stocks. I had Square Inc. when it was $9. Square Inc., look it up, the share price, $9, and it went to $100. But I sold a long time before that, right? I still made a good profit. Then I put it into Snapchat. What did Snapchat do to me, boy? I got taken with the hype. I bought it really high. And at this moment, I'm still holding the shares and I've lost like 47%. So, yeah.
How come you still hold on to the shares?
I believe that it will be bought out one day by a bigger company, or something will happen and I'll be able to recover my money. Maybe in 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. When I'm dead, give it to my relatives. Enjoy my money, family. I love you.
What's the most money you've made in a single day?
I got sponsored by a taxi company, and there's like 3 ways you can earn from YouTube for me when you're working with companies. So you can earn per 1,000 views, you can earn by doing a sponsored video, or you can earn through a referral kind of affiliate link. And my referral affiliate link was worth like 12 euros or £10.97 per person. And I got hundreds of people to use this referral link. So I was like, yo guys, you can get free taxi rides. And then my friend Sammy helped me design a marketing card. And I was outside, I was going to pubs, I was going outside clubs, giving out this card, yo, free taxi rides. Some people thought I was a creep, but what can you do? I was just like, yo, I'm giving you a free ride home. If they can't appreciate the value of it, then they don't deserve it, innit? But I gave it to so many people. I went outside SW4, and I think I earned that month with my wage and with the kind of affiliate referral, I earned about 4 grand something.
So we give you £1 million tax-free today. What do you do?
I would start to buy up a property in either Leeds, because of the HS2 rail is going to be completed one day, or I'd buy it in Nottingham because there's 2 hospitals, 2 universities. As soon as you buy there, you can rent out to people as well. You can make it a kind of HMO. So you buy a 4-bedroom property for say 120k, and then you rent out each room for like £400 a month. It's paying off your mortgage. Your mortgage is roughly about, I don't know, £500 or £700 a month. Rest is pure profit. And if you're able to do that with multiple houses in those kind of areas where you can buy housing for cheap, then you'll be able to build like a really good income.
Capitalism, is it good or evil?
No, but I think you should strive for creating wealth, but there has to be a profit, but you shouldn't be stepping on people's feet and like killing people around you in order to get that profit. So I think although I'm trying to strive for creating lots of wealth at the moment, in the future, all I want to do is community projects. Like I want to devote my life to it because it's just like, it makes me feel much better than, money and numbers, they just keep growing and growing and you get a little buzz, but you just get greedy. You'll never be fully satisfied. But with the little touches you can make on people's lives, that really brings me happiness and joy.
What was your worst, most difficult customer or client or business relationship you've ever had to deal with?
I've been in situations where I'll be trying to do business with friends and I don't know, I see the good in people all the time. I can see people's potential and growth before they can even see it. So I always look into the good parts of a person, but I kind of miss the red flags and the traits where they might not be as hungry as I am. They might not be willing to work as hard as I'm willing to work. If you're gonna have a business relationship, they have to be hungry and driven. And sometimes you can't have that with friends because you've developed such a friendship with them that everything's okay, whatever happens, everything's okay. And with business, that's not really okay.
Have you ever been conned?
People have tried to do it to me. People have tried, but I'm so wary. Like I don't jump into things straight away. There's other projects like sort of businesses like multi-level marketing, and some of them are just set up in such a way where you're not gonna win, and your friends bringing you into it and they're taking your money.
Have you ever done one of them?
No, I wanted to, and but my first taste of it really put me off the rest of them. Although you build as a character, you're able to pitch and you go on stage and you develop, you're able to become motivated and have a team around you, and it really excels maybe as as a person, you're able to start selling to people and it teaches you skills. The first person that tried to bring me into it on multi-level marketing, they started to use emotional blackmailing tactics and I didn't like it. It was like if you're my friend, then you'll trust me with this. And then they want me to put money into it and then they'll disappear. Like I've seen it happen to so many people and it didn't happen to me because I'm just, with money, I just know people can change as well. So I'm very wary about jumping into things. I have to fully believe in it myself. I can't sell someone a service or product that I don't believe in.
Tell me about your lowest point as an entrepreneur and what you learned.
You know, when you get big collaborations, you know, you're gonna have a big collaboration. These people are saying to you, oh my God, yeah, we've got 300,000 subscribers. We're gonna do this collaboration. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna get so many views and together we can grow and put it in. And then last minute they send you an email and they're like, oh, sorry mate, we can't make it. And then it happens so often, man. It's like you get rejection all the time. And then people around you, this is one of the biggest things for me is when people don't understand what you're doing and can't see your vision, sometimes they project negativity onto you. But the hardest part of it is when it comes from people who you're close to. And it's out of fear. These people are doing it out of fear because they want the best for you. But they don't know that what you have is golden and they can't see your vision until it happens. And this was happening with my YouTube channel. People close to me were like giving judgment and saying to me, oh, you know, you're never gonna make any money from YouTube. What are you doing? Just go and get educated, get a good job, get on a graduate scheme, you know, something like that. All that negativity kind of just pushes me back. It's most painful when it comes from people you love and people whose opinions you cherish, you know. When you have a kind of bigger goal and bigger picture, you just, you know, all of the negative comments, there's people who are trolls or send death threats and stuff like that. You just smile at it and think, this means nothing to me because I know ultimately where I'm gonna be in the future and what I'm gonna do for the people.
What's your biggest insecurity?
Sometimes you just get lapses in confidence. I think it happens to everyone, but yeah, sometimes it happens to me. I went to an audition and they asked me to do something and all of a sudden, like, I get very self-conscious. It's like the room will close. Or just anything. Like you're going for a burger audition for like a Jollibee or a big company, and you know that if you get this audition, you're going to be in the moolah, like you're going to get bare money, and you're going to be able to, you know, build a profile for yourself. And then you get to the camera, and then all of a sudden your world comes crashing down. You're like, oh my God. It's like they can control when someone puts a camera in front of you, they can control how you're perceived with the world. And yeah, this guy, they were just basically asking me, hey, just pretend you're eating a burger, man. So I was like, sexy, yeah. But my lip was like, ooh, I was quivering, literally.
What's the hardest thing about being an entrepreneur?
Some of the hardships are you don't get the support that you need unless you surround yourself with other entrepreneurs. Another thing is sometimes if you're trying to start a business, some startup costs and you have to hustle and grind. So you could be working in any other kind of, you could be working in retail or food or anything just to build up the money for capital. And deep down, although you don't like the situation that you're in right now, you're doing it and you're grinding through the process because ultimately you're trying to achieve your goal. But you're going through pain all the time, you know, kind of, it's constantly like rejection, trial and error, pain, and you're always trying to come out to the other side at your ultimate kind of finished product.
Is your business profitable at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment it's good. Every time I get advert money from YouTube, all the adverts I want to use for community projects. I want to use it for making more videos and community projects. I don't want to keep any of the advert money. As soon as it comes to me, because I know the people are the ones who made this, you know, the people who have given me my audience, who have given me so much love. So I want to use that money to create a kind of Christmas charity collaboration. I'm spending all my YouTube profit for the year, yeah. There's a bigger goal that I'm aiming for, you know. It's not just chasing money, it's kind of creating things for people, you know.
Can I ask how much you make from YouTube?
From YouTube, I'm making only about probably £100 a month. And also I got offered for sponsored videos. So companies are constantly trying to cheat us YouTubers and influencers. They're trying to like minimize their costs while getting, you know, as many customers as they can for their company. But I was looking online and I actually pitched to a company recently to create content for them. And it's £10 per 1,000 views. And some of my videos are getting like 100,000 views, 250,000 views. So I'm about to create a piece of content and I could make like £1,000 in a month from a video or £2,000 just making a video for these people.
What's the biggest mistake entrepreneurs make?
Not taking the leap. You got to make a calculated risk and you got to take the leap. I've got so many friends now that are sitting on their talents, and it's painful to see because I see them and I'm like, my God, this guy is amazing. And then I've got someone else as well, and I can just see their potential and their talent, but they're not ready to take the leap yet. So I think by sitting on it and waiting, you're delaying your time to success. Because I know you're going to be successful. You just got to take the leap.
What inspires you?
I love growth, man. Growth, and I always have like this kind of investment mindset. So daily, I'm just thinking about what I could do in the future, and I have all these creative ideas coming to me, and it just uplifts me every day.
Do people unknowingly choose poverty?
Some people suggest that some people that are poor is because poverty in a general sense, or not poverty, but more like they don't reach their full potential. It's because of the kind of mentality given to them by previous generations. So apparently that's a thing. And for me, for example, my family, instead of doing YouTube originally, like my family wanted me, you know, you're Filipino, you got to be a doctor, got to be engineer or lawyer, you know, you have to be well respected, well educated to be well respected. But when you get to kind of the bigger picture of things, do I need respect from everybody in order to be happy and successful? No, I just need to respect myself, love myself. It doesn't matter if people telling me I'm doing, a great person once told me, it doesn't matter if people are telling me if I'm doing good or if I'm doing bad. I just have to continue doing me.
Did you take on any debt to get started?
Because I was going back to university, I went and got a student account with like £1,000 overdraft or whatever, and I just used it for stocks, or I used it to buy my equipment, and then I just pay it back slowly because it's interest free, and I've got that allotted time of 3-4 years or something to pay back that money. So I just tried to reach into my overdraft, extend it to like $2,000 or something, and then use that.
Would you take on a lot of debt to start a business?
In order to grow, you have to take calculated risks, you know? So if you can borrow a select amount of money and be able to create wealth from that select amount of debt, then you're winning.
You become the leader of the world, what's the first thing you do?
There's so many issues to deal with in the world. One of them that I'm targeting personally in the future, I'll be targeting as well, is homelessness. That's one of the biggest things, and poverty. I think we can all grow, but I like who's the geezer at Tesla? I like his mindset, always striving for the better future. Let's float to another planet maybe, yeah.
What's the most shameful thing you've ever done for money?
Twerking. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I compromised on stuff I wanted to do because of the situation. So even going door to door for charity work and stuff like that, for me, it wasn't an ideal way to do things. And even in the street, like doing that kind of charity work there, where you're trying to obtain people's details in order to pass it on to charity, or you're working for an agency. And that kind of stuff there, for me, it was very painful. It was soul destroying for me, but I learned how to be resilient from it.
What quick advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs?
Take the leap as soon as you can. Take the leap, because it will always change. Your goals are always going to change. You always have different dreams and mindset. But if you just keep them as dreams, you'll never jump.